This is a true story that actually happened a short time ago. It reflects the challenges of a normal family. Before continuing, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so as not to miss the next episodes of these exciting narratives. In a quiet town, Mrs. Grace did a welcoming gesture. Turning to her daughter-in-law, she said, "Come in, Emily. Feel as if you were in your nest and remember that you are a guest," with a laugh that sounded almost complicit. Next to her, her daughter Mia remained standing, observing the scene with a smile. Emily replied with a shy smile and followed her husband Luke into their room. Luke closed the door behind them and hugged Emily. "Now the two of us are finally a family," he told her sweetly. In the house, there was a constant coming and going. Every morning, Emily found herself navigating between the requests of Grace and the needs of a house always full of life. Breakfast was something really complex because there were different preferences that changed almost daily. Emily learned quickly. She juggled between pots and pans, trying to please everyone. The weather gave no respite between laundry, cleaning, and the 1,000 small daily repairs the house required. Constant attention was needed. The trust that Emily placed in Luke was consolidated more and more every day. "Tomorrow, don't sleep late," Grace recommended to her for dinner. "You will help me prepare breakfast. We have a large family, you know." "Of course," Emily replied with a smile. Luke's family was actually large, 3 brothers and 2 sisters. The older brother was already independent and the younger one was serving in the military. The large house that Luke's father had built before his death offered enough space for everyone. Luke and Emily had no doubts about where to live after the wedding. "For now, we will live here," Luke told her. "There's plenty of space and you won't get bored while I'm at work." Luke worked in shifts at the Borgata wood factory 5 kilometers from home. The salary was enough to decide that Emily could dedicate herself to creating a welcoming and comfortable environment for their small family. This agreement found Grace's full support. "A wife's duty is to take care of the house," she insisted, and so Emily committed herself every day within the home. Certain of the support of her mother-in-law, she forgot the chaos of modern life. Here the story takes a traditional turn. Emily's life was filled with commitments, preparing meals, cleaning, washing, and ironing. She dedicated herself carefully to serving Luke's family without receiving help from Grace. As the months went by, the tension accumulated. Before continuing, if you are empathizing with Emily's struggle to find her space and her voice within a traditional family, leave a like to support stories that illuminate the courage to change. The constant pressure and incessant work undermined Emily's well-being, and she began to show signs of tiredness and stress. Luke, worried about the changes in his wife, encouraged her to talk to him, but Emily limited herself to denying any problem, claiming that she was just adapting to her new life. One day, an accident at the factory forced Luke to return home unexpectedly. Happy to spend time with Emily, he bought a cake and a bottle of champagne. However, he found the house strangely empty. "Where is Emily?" he asked Grace nonchalantly. Grace replied that she was probably at the river. There, Luke found Emily washing a mountain of laundry. The sight shocked him and his heart ached at seeing his wife so tired. And now a question for dear readers. Do you think that this kind of traditional family dynamic still has space in modern society? Reply to me in the comments. Luke, shocked by the scene, urged Emily to tell everything she had endured in silence. The revelations were a rush of repressed emotions and tears. In that moment, he decided it was time to intervene. "You are not just anyone, you are my wife," Luke said aloud, facing Grace when she came home. During a dinner where silence weighed like a boulder, Luke openly questioned family traditions. "Mother, why do we have to stick to these ancient, meaningless duties? Emily is not here to serve us." Grace, surprised and hurt by her son's audacity, responded firmly, defending traditions as pillars of their culture and family. This was only the beginning of a series of confrontations that would forever change the fabric of their coexistence. The confrontation became heated, with Luke insisting that Emily would no longer have to work so hard. Despite her mother's support for her brothers, Luke remained firm in his decision. The result was a shift in the family dynamics, with Luke supporting the rights and well-being of his wife. He decided that they would live alone, separated from the rest of the family. With the decision made, Luke and Emily began to plan a life away from familial oppression. Emily soon found a job in the local library, a quiet place that contrasted sharply with the chaos of Grace's home. They found a small apartment near the library where Emily would work. While they organized the move, they excitedly discussed the details of their new home, from the color of the walls to the plants in their small garden. This new phase represented not only an escape but a rebirth, a place where they could truly be themselves without judgments or external expectations. With time, Luke and Emily built their house and increased their family by welcoming a daughter. Their life became an example of balance between respect for traditions and adaptation to a modern and independent existence. Their story, while remembering the difficult beginnings, became a symbol of hope and rebirth for all those who desire freedom.